Hello, this is Caelan Huntress, and today I'm going to share with you all the biggest headlines from the internet this week. The first big headline was it was a holiday. Surprisingly, it was the Queen's birthday, so I'm still getting used to it, partially because this birthday is very confusing. When I went and looked at the Wikipedia page for the Queen's official birthday, it has different times in every Commonwealth member nation. It's the second Monday in June in Australia, but that's not where I am. I'm in New Zealand, where it's the first Monday in June, and the Queen's actual birthday is a different day. So, surprise, there's all sorts of fun holidays. In world news, there was something really surprising where China urged the UN rights chief to look into school shootings. The China's representative said the US system is equally incapable or lacks interest, motivation, and courage to address these problems thoroughly, said the Communist Party newspaper, which added that US domestic issues have intensified its external aggression. Now, for China to call out a country on human rights abuses like this publicly in the UN, it's startling news. In other startling news, Morbius made a really weird comeback. Morbius is a Marvel movie that was originally released on April 1st. And it didn't do too well. But all these people started putting out memes that it's Morbin time. And that meme kind of blew up and got big on the internet, which made Sony, the producer of the movie, think, oh my gosh, we should really re-release this movie. And so they did it again, and it was once again not that great. And now the Morbin time meme it's earned a place in internet culture, unfortunately. And so I'm always interested in how memes can push the envelope and change things that are happening in actual media. This is a unique overlap in time that we're having that gives us unique friction. Chipotle has recently started accepting cryptocurrency payments through Flexa. Flex is an app that allows you to pay in Bitcoin, Ether, or Dogecoin. And so now you can buy a burrito at Chipotle with cryptocurrency. In other crypto news, BNB, the Binance token, is now being investigated by the SEC over whether or not it's actually a security. As you may know, Ripple has been involved in a very long lawsuit. I think it's up to 14 months now with the SEC over whether or not it's a security. And crypto's going through some big growing pains, as evidenced at the World Economic Forum in Davos. This just happened last week. All the oligarchs got together in Switzerland and said, how are we going to move the world's money into the directions that we want? And crypto got in. And so Guy at the Coin Bureau, he's my favorite YouTuber on crypto. He doesn't shill projects in order to inflate them. He really has in-depth tutorials on how different projects work. So if I'm ever wondering, what does Avalanche do? I know that Guy's got a tutorial on it. Well, he did a fantastic breakdown of the World Economic Forum meeting. And he covered a meeting between CEO Brad Garlinghouse, who's here on this panel, with the CEO of Circle, which uses the USDC stablecoin, and their conflict over whether stablecoins should be regulated or should be as anonymous as cash. Very interesting conversations here. I highly recommend that you go and watch Guy's breakdown of the World Economic Forum meeting because it's fantastic. It's about twice as long as a normal video, but it's well worth the watch. In other interesting crypto news, the DAO has launched. It's the DAOs of DAOs, where anyone can make a decentralized autonomous organization, and you don't need to be a coder to do it. These code-free tools that are empowering non-coders to use the blockchain are very interesting. And so this is a project that I'm playing around with and keeping an eye on. Like the Elluvium land sale. This was the big news in crypto this weekend. Elluvium is the premier gaming coin, even though they don't have a game yet. Elluvium is, think about Pokemon on the blockchain. Your NFTs are these cute little creatures that you battle against others and they level up. Well, they launched a land sale this past weekend in a Dutch auction. And so you could buy an NFT for a little spot in the Elluvium world. And I picked up one. I'm the proud owner of this NFT. It's a plot of land that has a couple of elemental sites and fuel sites. And so with higher tiers, you get your NFT gives you bonuses for when you're doing that battling or when you want to harvest Elluvium. The big thing, the tagline of Elluvium is fight for ETH. And so you're rewarded Ethereum as you play. It's a play to earn game. And so the land sale was a big move forward. They don't have any games for play yet, but their beta, Elluvium 0, is just about to come out for mobile, and so I'll make a video about that when it comes ready. Now, my favorite news of the week was the release of Inside the Outtakes. Bo Burnham released a marvelous piece of media on Netflix a year ago called Inside, and it was an hour-long video exploration of what it means to be trapped inside during a pandemic. And it was a phenomenal piece, and I really enjoyed it. And now it's like we've got a sequel. Some of the things that he did in here were just exceptional to let you see behind the curtain.
I'm a stupid little bitch.
Moments like this happen in creativity. You're always doing it. You're always exploring, and you need the time in the workshop.
Fucking doing anything?
You don't know, right?
This is looking cool. It's fucking stupid.
That's creativity in a nutshell. These are all the takes from a single song. He drops out in the takes that don't work. Really cool stuff that he does with multimedia.
What's next for you guys?
A vacation.
Destroying just fucking that absolute, just making the, just crushing, dude. You know.
Am I depressed, stressed? It's anyone's guess.
It's a great retrospective back on his work, as well as some of the gems that didn't make it into the final cut.
So offer yourself by being yourself. And if that doesn't work, then be somebody else, because you may suck.
So that was one of the best things that I've watched in a long time, was Inside the Outtakes. I highly recommend that you go take a look at it. If you want to see any of the links for anything that I've covered in this video, if you're on YouTube, it's down in the description. If you're watching this video elsewhere, then go subscribe to me on YouTube. Look on This Week in the Internet for this week, and you can see the links in the description over there. Good luck. Have a good week.